who they want. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, let's see. Let's see who they want. Let's see who they want.
It's time to see who they want. I'ma kick back and roll me a blunt with the culture. We know it's trending, it's over. I can't respect your feelings. I touch your shoulder, fuck your feelings. We the culture, we know who they want. Who they want, we know who they want. Who they want.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. The wait is finally over. Y'all know what I'm saying. I've been putting so much promotion, so much time, so much effort, and then I had to be me, right? Because I wouldn't be me if I didn't wait the day of going live to want to do sound checks, audio checks, video checks, and make sure that the chemistry be on point. I wouldn't be DJ Steady. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know one of my mottos is if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So in my mind, I was already ready for whatever the event was going to be. But you know what I'm saying? Things just happen and we can't complain because we're here now. I'm here, ladies and gentlemen, with an all new brand. You know what I'm saying? I went through this little hiatus. I was kind of, feeling kind of distraught. I am still who they want, by the way, just in case y'all forgot who I was. I'm still Mr. Who They Want, Mr. Internationally known, you know what I'm saying? DJ Steady, the late night Teddy, but only ladies can call me that. Okay. But without further ado, I'm here with my co-pilot, my co-captain. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the dopest, glamorous chicks you can ever meet. You know what I'm saying? She talks about being a single mom. You know what I'm saying? She talks about dealing with some things that she's going to reveal. I'm gonna let her talk about what she got going on. But she's just somebody that just caught my eye. You know how you can scroll through, we be all on Instagrams and the Facebooks and all these social media things. Well, I was on TikTok and, I just started to learn her journey and her struggles with dealing with real life as a human being, because some people they fall in love with the glam and don't nobody fall in love with the person behind the makeup and all the ensembles. Because when I tell y'all, she did a whole 180 transformation to be here tonight. But I don't want to overkeep y'all. I might be overselling. Y'all know who I'm here with. It's an honor to welcome to now the Who They Want family, the one, the only, the gorgeous Miss Glam, the
Thank
dopest.
you. Thank you. Thank you, Steady. I really appreciate that. I am Glam the Dopest. I'm Glam the Dopest on TikTok. And as he said, I am very unapologetically me. I give real conversation. I do lip sync content mainly on TikTok. But if you have been following me for a long time, you would have seen my hair journey. When I had alopecia,
Right.
alopecia took my edges, the back of my hair. I had to start all over. So I did the big chop. And I ran into alopecia because I am surviving lupus, SLE. I do have lupus. I do talk about that. I post about that often, especially times where I have flare ups. I go into the hospital. I will speak a little bit about that. I also have done a KDP journal on Amazon. It's called Living Strong with Lupus. So if anybody's interested in checking that out, just Living Strong with Lupus by Glam the Dopest. And emotional. I'm very emotional. I'll talk about any and everything. I'm just unapologetically me. I love to say that I am your favorite freckle faced BBW. That's one of my tags that I like to use. But I'm really happy to be here. I'm excited for this journey. I'm excited to be featured on this podcast, and I'm just excited to see where the night takes us.
Yes, indeed. And it's such an honor and a pleasure to get to know someone as creative, fun, and spontaneous as you. You know what I'm saying? Because I took a shot in the dark, right? It was, you have your rare occasions of when you do go live on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I remember like back before TikTok was crashing and we was all in panic
Mhm.
mode. They was getting rid of the little ticket deals, invite your friends, and they was giving us some coins to do to the TikTok shop. So I remember that, but it was just this one comment, ladies and gentlemen, right? I saw this random guy. It was a separate live. Let me make that clear. And this guy was like, "Hey, you should be on my podcast." And she was like, "Yo, let me know. I've been dying to get on a podcast. People always invite me to them and they never fall through." So, ladies and gentlemen, I felt on the behalf of the Who They Want podcast community, I felt offended because what we're not going to do is we're not going to use podcasts to date rape and date trap people into the wrong
Mhm.
things, which some people can utilize it for. So that's not what we do here. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, look, I legitimately got a podcast. You can check out my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Facebook. And why don't you come be a part of my brand? I'm in the process of rebranding, you know, and I just had to build something new. It's been a while. And, I want to shout out, first of all, I want to shout out to everybody that's been a part of this monumentous moment. Shout out to the Duchess, shout out to Mistress Dazzy, Queen Leo. I want to
Yeah.
send a rest in peace to
Oh,
Tetra. You know what I'm saying? I want to also shout out my man Kyle E. And of course, my brother from another mother, Mr. J Taddick. Just want to send my love and gratitude. Because, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I'm coming up on 5 years of doing this podcast thing. So when I take my hiatuses, I be in the midst of contemplating should I come back or not. And guess what? I gotta give the people what they want. It's like, no, steady, you can't leave. We love having you. We love it. You are Mr. Who They Want. You gotta come back. And what better way to come back than to hook up with Glam the Dopest and be like, you know what? I think we can do it. We can pull it off.
absolutely.
The universe tried to not let this happen. Like, we went through all the fail safes, trying to get everything, the internet to work right. I had to deal with camera issues and all those things. But I'm here tonight to put on an unfiltered, unapologetic, just straight to the point show.
Absolutely. I'm really excited. I'm also live on TikTok right now as well, so mm, gotta get the caffeine in.
Right. Don't just sit there
Oh,
and look
I
cute.
mean,
Say something
no.
to the people.
First of all, let's go back to the beginning and you talking about my transformation. When I got on here this morning, I was most certainly looking homeless, okay? Like I was like, okay, let's go through some sound checks. Let's get this together and I'm so glad we did because it took me almost 2 hours to figure out the sound. So, I'm glad I had that
I
opportunity.
just want to know who is your fairy godmother? Because right now I need her calling card. Because there's no way that you know what I'm saying. It was the true Cinderella thing. Like, you went back there in the back of your office and you came back a whole new woman. I had y'all ever seen the color purple? That part when Harpo's like when they that line they say Harpo, who this woman? Because that's just how I was like, who is this woman that comes on?
I
But
told you I
nah,
was gonna go
it's just
transform. I said, "Give me a second, I'll be right back." It's very real.
and you yeah, it's very, very real. So I want to thank everybody that's tuning in from YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, if it's streaming on there. I probably don't see your comments, but I want to acknowledge everybody. Much love to you. And if you're listening on Apple or Spotify or wherever you get your podcast fix, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm going to do my hardest to give y'all me. God damn
Absolutely.
it. I ain't got to give y'all nobody else but
Absolutely.
me.
That's the only person you know how to be. Just be you, unapologetically you.
So you talking about, dealing with your
Yes.
struggles and things like that. Like, people don't understand being an amputee. You think that when you say that we're amputee and you supposed to be like, roll out the blue sticker carpet. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? I need scooters over here. I need a wall of, walkers and rollators over there. And all these perks you think that really supposed to come with it because you say that word, I'm disabled and I'm an amputee. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, just because you can fit the bill don't mean that they gonna give you what you want. Like, literally
Right.
today I had a call from my insurance company, and it was like
Mhm.
one of those nurse practitioner calls, and I'm like, and they ask you, what do you need? What can we do to help make your life better? And then I put in my request orders, and I'm like, well, I could use this, I could use that, all these things that I need to help my mobility people. And you know what that
Right.
man told me? That man was like, well, what you can do is get in touch with your primary care physician, and then they'll take care of it. Why ask me if it wasn't your job description to fulfill my need?
Exactly, exactly. And I can't relate to being an amputee, but I can relate to um I had 250 seizures in one day. I had lost my ability to talk and walk. And during this time, the doctors was telling my parents like, "Hey, just stick her in a nursing home. She will probably be like this for the rest of her life. She'll be impaired. So, you guys should make a choice and a decision for her." My mother was like, "No, we're not doing that." My mom was like, "No, she serves an amazing God, and I know God is going to show up for her." And slowly but surely, God most certainly did show up for me. I would get up and run, but I'm wearing a dress. But I learned how to talk. I learned how to walk again, and I've been, since I put my feet on the ground, I've been running ever since. So I I I know what it's like to have major major health issues.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. So, and to anybody out there that's dealing with them and don't really speak on them, I'm giving y'all my word that that will be part incorporated in this new brand. Is
Yeah.
being an advocate for that, being the voice for the what they call the little people, the underdogs, that one that
Mhm.
got their hand up and hey, I was finna mention this, but I'm sorry, we ran out of time, and that concludes today's session. Now we're gonna go ahead and address your problems within the course of 60 minutes. And if it takes longer than 60 minutes to get the point across, then we shall give you what you deserve.
Exactly, exactly. And dealing with me, I'm very transparent. So if ever I get to talking about something that y'all don't want to hear about, just drop it in the chat, put it in the comments. Steady, stop me, because I will go there. I have no problem being transparent and sharing the things that I have been through. So yeah,
Wow. So you're just gonna say that like that? Wow.
I mean, I'm just
And
being
then you was
honest.
like
I'm
steady
being as
stop you.
real as I
So
can.
great. That's a great
I
segue
mean, I
into
should
me
have
going.
stopped you earlier when you
No,
told them
I'm gonna
straight
go ahead and
up.
drop it right
She did
here.
a
Here is
180.
Here's the official Steady, the Live with DJ Steady and Company podcast disclaimer. And I just want to let y'all know that the views and opinions expressed on Live with DJ Steady and Company are those of hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policies or positions of any affiliated organizations our sponsors. This podcast contains real conversations, unfiltered language, and personal opinions. Listeners' discretion is advised. Content is intended for entertainment, education, and inspiration purposes only and should not be considered for professional advice unless you really want to consider it professional advice, in which case you can email me at DJ Steady. Is it live with DJ Steady Company? Okay, I don't think I'm messing up my Gmail, so I'm gonna discredit that part. But yeah, just don't seek professional advice from us is what I was really trying to say on that disclaimer. But yeah, for guidance and
Don't take
specific
none of my advice,
to
okay?
your
Not just
situation, please consult a qualified professional. And by listening to this podcast, you agree that the host and guests are not liable for any decisions made based on the content you share. So if you want to know if he or she is cheating and you want us to address it live on the show, don't take us serious. Because if I tell you to pack up and leave and you don't do it, then by all means, you suffer the consequences on your own free will
Yeah, don't take none of my advice because I'm gonna tell you what not to do every time. Like,
every time.
surprised I don't have a record. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like that one to be like, "Do you think I should wear the red dress or the black dress?" And I go, "Wear the red dress," and you're gonna be like, "Nah, I'm gonna wear the black one." Then don't ask me. Don't do
Don't
that.
ask me. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. But I'm her. I am her. I'm gonna tell you right now. I will ask your advice. What do you think I should wear? And then whatever you say, I'm putting on the opposite. Like, I don't know why I'm like that, but I will.
Exactly. In which case, if you want a fashion guru, then Yeah, you better work that out with somebody that's in fashion.
Yeah, I'm not in fashion. Do not look at me as a fashion guru. That is not my strong suit. No.
Right. So, eh, you know what's the crazy thing about rebranding a podcast and then starting with a whole new outlook is did we come up with a like did we come with an approach for tonight? Did we just was like we're just gonna go live and just wing it? I don't know if we got something we wanted to put
I
on. What are we
mean,
giving the
pretty
people?
much. This is a night of just improv. I mean, whatever comes up, that's what we gonna talk about. And
I'm
if
just
y'all
saying
hear my
because
cat crying, I'm not abusing her. She trying to get outside. So,
I mean, 'cause I didn't come with no Casamigos, no Hennessy. I didn't come with
baby, I came
vanilla
with
high life.
coffee and a Pepsi. Okay, and
I came
look,
with
I
an
almost finished
Arizona
it, but
fruit punch. This is real extra fruit punch, ladies and gentlemen, and good energy. It's all I came with. It's all I had.
I almost came on here as a real BBW. I almost bought my plate of chicken because I got some hot wings, some blue cheese. I was really gonna sit here and grub in y'all's faces, but I figured, that's too much for the first show. I'm gonna slow it
Disclaimer
down a
number two,
little
ladies.
bit.
I'm a little appalled that you just put together. So you went back there and within that whole 180 transformation, decided to put hot wings together, and you ain't share none with me. You ain't even give me an
Hold
invite to the
on,
dinner
hold
table.
on. Give me full credit because not only did I do a transformation, a whole 180, I cooked too. So I got in the kitchen and I cooked up the wings. They delicious too. I hope I don't have chicken in my teeth because I was show smacking one down real quick before I came and sat down. And then I
Right.
showed up on camera with my skinny girl meal, like my fruit. So I'm just gonna let you know. If I sneak away on a commercial break, I'm in the kitchen eating my chicken. Don't judge me.
Please don't judge your mama.
No,
Not
please
Glam Tha
don't.
Dopest.
Yeah, judge your mama, not me. Judge your mama.
Man. So
I
here
could
we
drink
are.
coffee 24/7, so it's my thing.
Mm-mm. I got a limit on my coffee drinking thing. I could probably do my maximum is maybe 3 cups, like maybe three.
3?
Girl,
What?
my
I could drink
stomach
a
get
cup of
the
coffee before I go to sleep.
yeah. See, your stomach and my stomach is two different stomachs. Cause I put that much
Yeah.
caffeine in me, I'm gonna need to go. I'm gonna be held up in the
You
bathroom all
sure? Cause
night.
my stomach looking like your stomach. You sure they did?
you know. I'm just saying, like it's, but no. If you're an avid coffee drinker, by all means, I support it. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, when I pursue coffee, it's all about the creamer taste for me, right? Because I'm more of a hazelnut French vanilla kind of guy. When I make me a good cup of caffeine, it starts my
Mhm.
day. I'm old school, right? I grew up, started young, drinking coffee young. So for me,
Yeah.
my coffee drinking modes is if I'm gonna fix a cup of coffee, I'm gonna cut on an episode of In the Heat of the Night. I don't know why I'm
In
like
the
that.
heat of the night.
I'm
What?
watching
You
some
still
I'm
watching
watching
MASH? Dukes of
chick.
Hazzard? What's the
So you going too far. I just said Chief Gillespie. I wasn't talking about none of these other characters. I was introduced. My coffee was introduced to me during the
Oh,
era of Chief Gillespie and back when Dean Cain was playing Superman in the Adventures of
and
Lois
I bet you
and like,
watch Bones too. I bet
nope.
you
I
watch the
see
X
that
Files.
a little bit. I tread softly on it, not too many. I can't deal with too many of the X Files. All that conspiracy and
He's a Star
aliens
Trek
and
fan.
nope. But Star Wars
Star
more so.
Wars? Oh no. Mm-mm. I'm
Wow.
sorry.
Didn't I just
Don't
tell
give
you
me that look.
I wasn't supposed to be breaking out all my nerdism like this? Like
I
you
bet
just gonna
you,
pull it about me.
well, I thought I was a nerd, but I found out I may not be as nerdy as I thought. This might be a win for me because
By all means,
I've
take
never
your win.
seen Harry Potter. None
Point
of
going
those.
off your nerd card right there. Right there.
Yeah, I lost nerd points. Um, but I am a data analyst, so that's pretty nerdy. Like I deal with data on a daily basis. Like Excel is my best friend. So
All right.
did I
So just
gain
know
any
if
points back?
right, because if we have to put you back in the head in charge of the live with DJ Steady and Company Finances department, I know who can call that can do me a good spreadsheet. Cool.
Absolutely, right. I can do you a spreadsheet from here to Kingdom Come, baby.
I dig it. I dig it. Ah, man, it's been a while. Like I love it. I miss the mic. I miss the thrill of just getting on here and speaking my mind. Like for me, podcast is so therapeutic. It's,
Yeah.
being able to escape everything in the like what's going on in front of me, all the challenges, all the obstacles, and all those
Mhm.
things. And being able to come on this mic and then just say what I need to say and not feel bad about saying what I need to say.
Exactly, exactly. Me, I'm pretty much gonna say whatever comes to mind. So, please, anybody listening, do not take my advice on any situations. I'm very real. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to drop the topic of I'm gonna say the topic of this week. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it's the topic is who are you without the mask? As she talked about her 180. It's inspired by the 180 transformation, the rebrand of the podcast. As we're sitting here getting to know the lovely Miss Glam, we challenge you. Are you showing up as your true self or hiding behind what's expected? Let's talk about some identity and self-worth and living out loud. Like all of us that have to go through all these hoops and hurdles to impress somebody. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being plain old regular who you are. Like oftentimes we do.
Well, you know what? Imma take it back to the India Irie days. I am not my hair,
Okay.
I am not my makeup, and I am not my fingernails. What I have a hard time getting people to understand is my TikTok is controlled content. What you see is 1% of me, and the other 99% of the time, I'm probably looking homeless. I'm probably not even wearing anything that matches. I'm probably wearing 2 Mitch Mac socks. Like,
Wow.
this is controlled content. So, for me, like, it's been a hard road, like, even meeting people, because when people meet me, they expect me to be Glam the Dopest at all times. And that's just not reality. It really isn't. Like, I'm a single mom. I work 2 jobs. Like, there's no way that I can show up in hair and makeup every single moment. Like, I've had situations where I've been on FaceTime with people and they're like, where's your wig? Where?" And I'm like, "Wow, are you trying to date a wig or do you want to date a woman?" Like,
Mm,
are you trying to get to know me for me, or is it the look that I present to you? Is that what you want? So, mm-mm, no.
absolutely.
But it's like an internet personality for me, so that's what I generally put forward, the glam look, but in all actuality, I'm not glam 100% of the time. Like, no, no way. Just like you
No,
said, I
I
did a
get it.
180. You met you met
Yes,
me this morning, okay?
absolutely. Indeed. No. It was
And
an
I
honor.
saw
It
that
was
look
an
in your
honor to meet the
eye.
real you.
I saw that
Right.
look in your eye that I usually see when I talk to guys without the makeup and the you was like, I'm like, "It's me. Calm down, calm down."
No, and that just be that, right? Because I'm such a homebody. Like at home, I got like this set outfit. It's baggy clothes, baggy shirts,
Yeah,
chilling, lounging around. Let somebody
yeah,
call and say they coming over and they coming to get me. I'm in the shower. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling out. You can
yes,
see one of my lovely t-shirts I wear now. Like, I gotta wear me some nice black pants. Something like I'm not me if I'm not wearing my athletic pants. My, what I'm saying, nice pair of joggers. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Let me put my good leg on first. Before you come over, let me put my leg on because you don't know how people are going to perceive you. And if you come up to the door, which I don't care at this point how you perceive me. What you see is what you get at this point. I'm done trying to dress it up, make it real. And the only reason I'm wearing the dread cap right now is because I don't like the way my dreads looked it underneath this cap. So of course, saying
There
I
is
had to
nothing
put it
wrong
on.
with them. Dreads are supposed to, they all go through an ugly phase. They get a little puffy. They call it budding. They bud a little bit, and then as time goes on, they begin to drop and they become like rope like. It's a process that you have to go through.
Yep, it's a process. Cause if y'all remember the last time y'all saw me on this podcast, as a matter of fact, before I took the hiatus, my dreads were kind of down to about
Yeah.
shoulder to chest length, and then
Yeah.
I went through my little spell, and I was just like, you know what, I'm over the long hair lock look, and I think it became a trend for real because
Mhm.
all the rappers they went from long haired look to they start going to the wick form. Everybody wanted to wick theirs up. And I thought about
Yeah.
wicking mine because I am originally a Florida boy at heart, best to believe. Shout out to Quincy, Florida, my
And when
hometown.
you say wick, that's uncontrolled, right? That's like
Yes, that's the
what
wild kind of the wild. You just butt
yeah.
it up
Yeah.
into one big style.
Freeform. Is it like
Exactly.
freeform or the ones that
Yeah, like
stick up?
freeform. They
Okay.
can stick up to or they can hang down. It's
Okay, don't do that.
more
Don't do
more
that.
the Florida style is the one with it sticking up
Oh,
and
no,
stuff
no,
like
don't
that.
do that. Don't do
So
that.
you exactly. So I was just like, me being who I am, and y'all know what? This is real talk and being unfiltered, right? So I'm gonna be real with y'all people, right? Oftentimes in public, I can be mistaken as a woman. Like I kid
Really?
you not. I kid you
They
not.
think
This
you're
is
a woman?
I get it. I'm a guy who's
Even after
overweight.
listening to you?
I'm an overweight guy who's sitting in a wheelchair. And then, even beforehand, like my mom, God rest her soul, used to say when she was pregnant with me, she wanted a
Uh-huh.
girl so bad. So I guess in some instances, it kind of put that little mark in the atmosphere. Like it kind of became a thing. And
Mm,
I could even get my hair completely cut, get a nice fade, and somebody walk up and walk past me
yeah.
and be like, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I'm just like, because I don't really know how to
What do
respond.
you
And by
say to that? When someone says,
thank
"Excuse
you.
me, ma'am," what do you say? You
And
say,
by all
"Sir."
means, right. I'm confident who I am. I'm confident in my masculinity.
Oh, you
Like,
just let it be?
I
You
mean, why
don't
who
correct
wants to
him?
fight? I talk in a deep, I put my deep voice on. You have to
Oh, you
go,
put the D
you know what I'm saying? You have to kind of give them a little baritone voice. Like, no, I'm not a lady. Like, no,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I was hanging out with my best friend a while back and we went to the club with a group of friends
My cat's
and
trying to open the door, I'm
I'm just gonna
sorry.
loosely talk about it. It was just this situation that came up with one of the friends was kind of under the influence and was just
Yeah.
wigging out. And it was like, well, you got your stud right here and your so and so's over here.
A
And
stud.
for the life of the conversation, my best friend could never figure out who the stud was in the conversation. So one day after that friend was no longer around, I'm like, I don't appreciate the fact that I got labeled a stud.
I don't appreciate that either. I You're not giving stud vibes to me
At all. Like,
at
bro.
all, like, not even the least little bit.
No, like by all means. And it can be good or bad. And I'm
Yeah.
like, for me, I'm like, I take it as a good thing because my variation of Stead to Stud, it was like, kind of arrogant macho man, kind of like smooth, casual, like a Stephon Arkels type. Like this
Yeah.
other for the Alphabet community side of Stud. I mean, no disrespect to anybody, but
No
that's not me.
disrespect at
That's not
all.
who I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I do love women by all means. I love women, especially a nice BBW. That's my preference. Just putting it
Hey.
out there.
Hey. It's a be you know what? Right now, I feel like, I think this is probably the most confident era I've ever lived in right now because I feel like BBWs is like where it's at right now is really popular. I mean, it used to be a day and age where people were like, "Oh, you're fat. I don't want to be bothered." But now it's like no matter how fat you are, you're being called thick. I
True.
mean, there is a difference. There's a difference, but most people are now, on board with, bigger people, like bigger women. They're like, it's a thing now. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's because of where I'm from, but it was like never a popular, it was very, it just wasn't the in thing.
No, it was
No.
not. But, thanks to, the transition of social media and having a voice for what it is,
Oh
it
yeah.
became more than, And then you still got those in the closet BBW lovers, you know what I'm saying? They ill all day on your
Oh,
TikTok, you're disgusting and this and that,
yeah,
but
but
then
as
being you
soon as
them
yeah,
yeah, soon
they be
the
in your
lights go down
DM.
low, you be up there, you ready to eat her from the rooter to the tutor. We know you out there. We know it's you. We know. Don't feel bad. It's okay. Ain't no shame in
Yeah.
your game at all.
Mhm. Yep. That's very true. Be running around, but soon as they homeboys turn their back, then they want to be in your face. Oh, I like me a BBW. Oh, I think you fine. Oh, da 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 da. Mm-mm. I can't deal with that. No. I actually prefer to date men who their preference is BBWs. Like, I've been in situations where a guy would be like, "Oh, I've never dated a big woman before, but it's something about you." What? What is it about me?
Please. I insist.
Please elaborate. Like, what makes me the exceptional one? Because soon as you get mad at me, I'm gonna be all kind of fat bees and whatever it is. Like, let's be honest about it. No.
The dynamic change. And I've come to learn that just because you big don't mean all big people got low self-esteem. Like it might be some days where you just be like, in my I don't want to be bothered days, you might be like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit in my own funk for maybe 24 to 48 hours. Cause I ain't expecting nobody to see me get
Yeah.
dolled up, dressed up like that. I can see that. But you know what I'm saying? That fat shaming thing, like since we on the subject, I was just like, I brought it up to my friends when Lizzo came out with the whole weight loss thing. And I'm like, I'm all for losing weight if it's for health purposes and you just reach
Yes.
that peak of it's just uncontrollable and you really want to better your health. But I feel like she was bullied so much into the fat shaming society to that it forced her to go ahead and make that change. Like, let me come out and be this person now because hey, I was at she battled her own mental health demons with it.
True, but I also think with Lizzo, she had to reinvent herself because of the trauma that she had put other people through.
Okay.
I know you remember, the
Yeah.
things that she was doing to her dancers or making them do. Like, that was all in the media. So with Lizzo, I really think she had to kind of lose weight and come out different to kind of rebrand herself. I myself, I'm on a weight loss journey too. So far, I've lost 68 pounds.
Okay.
I've been on it. I've been doing the best that I can, because I'm the type of person that when I start losing weight and I can see my shape coming in, I want to eat everything. I want to eat everything. I just I feel like I got room to eat, so I will throw down. But so far, I've lost 68 pounds, and I got a long way to go. I'm not done. I'm going to keep going. Like, I just incorporated walking. I'm up to 2 miles a day. So yeah, I mean, and I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it, for health reasons as well as, I just want to feel better. I want to look better in my clothes. I just want to not have a spare tire in the way every time I get dressed. I just want to, do it for myself. I'm not doing it for any other reason but for me.
I love that. That's what it's all about. Being comfortable in your own skin to
Yeah.
make self-awareness decisions for yourself, not for clout, not because,
Mm-mm.
I want this certain attention, this appeal, this lost in the loop of reality and all this
Yeah.
hoopla. I'm just doing it because I want to better me. Like I have my moments, it go up and down. Like I've been big, a big dude pretty much majority of all my life. So that's like 30 plus
Honey.
years of living as a big person.
Yeah.
And I was like, the smallest I've probably been was like 200 even. And I was
Who you
like,
telling? Okay.
I'm comfortable at that weight size. Now, I done added some change onto it. And
If
I'd be
I could
like,
get back there.
you know, like,
Yeah.
and I'm
Now
trying to
they
do
saying you
mine.
gotta be two something to do something. So,
You hear me? I don't be trying to do. I ain't, shout out to whatever your method is. Rather you do the weight loss shots, you do whatever form of surgeries,
Mhm.
whatever you got to do to best fit you. Like it's a
Yes.
struggle for me, and I'm like, I know you're gonna be like, well, Stead, just go get the weight loss surgery. It's cool, and the way my life is set up, I'd just be like,
I don't wanna go under the knife, not a nary another time, honey.
not a damn another. That's
No, no,
all.
no, 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 no. I will walk until I can't walk no more, till my little knees turn to nubs. I'm not going under nobody's knife. I'm not laying on nobody's table for you to cut me up. I'm probably gonna have fat, flabby arms, but so be it. They're mine. It'll remind me where I came from. So let's just let's leave it at that. No
That's
way.
all right. I'm be like, hey, babe,
And I'm
babe,
not
do
shaming anybody who's had
do
weight
the
loss
funky chicken
surgeries.
and strut round. That's gonna be like the new form of like
Yeah.
foreplay. Like my baby can do a mean funky chicken, and once she do it, the
No, I'ma
roosters
just
get the
forever have church lady arms. Imma have the pterodactyl flap. Like, it's just what it is. Like,
it is
it's
what it
just
is.
what it is.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, I was just have a little extra. That's all.
That's
No.
all, you know. So shout out to my comment section, people. I don't want y'all to feel ignored. We got Miss Nunu in the building tuning in, sending her grand evening to
Hey, Miss
everyone.
Nunu.
You did. Shout out to my dear friend Brittany Thomas. She sends a welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Stead's back. My bro Keontae. You know what I'm saying?
Hello,
Sending love.
everybody.
We got Eric Green, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Random Thought with Eric G. We will have him on the show
Hi,
in the
Eric.
future. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, but he was joining in on the conversation saying that y'all better than me. Every time I try to lose weight, I get mad at something, then eat my feelings.
Yeah. No, Eric, I do the same thing, honey. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Look, I stepped on that scale. I realized 68 pounds down. Oh, okay. I decided to make a lasagna. My son don't eat lasagna, so who you think ate that whole lasagna?
it ain't
Because
going
I
to
don't
waste.
waste no food. I
It's
don't
not
waste
going
no
to waste.
food. We don't do that. But you know
No,
what?
not.
I've always grew up on the motto that fat is temporary, but ugly is forever.
Mm,
So, I tell people like whatever, you could call me fat, but it's temporary. At least I ain't ugly. Because ugly is forever.
and it's to
So
the
yeah.
bone. In case y'all forgot, that goes to the
It's to the
bone. Like
bone, honey.
we got loose skin, but your ugliness goes beyond the loose skin and into the
Right,
bone.
exactly.
Yeah, I just want to
No,
clarify that for
no.
my folks
Mm-mm.
that weren't paying attention.
Mm-mm. No.
Wow,
But
man.
I've
Then that
always been a big girl. I've always been a big girl. I ran track. I played soccer, softball, volleyball. I was in the band. I played 8 different instruments, honey. Like I've always been a big girl my whole life, but being big doesn't mean you're lazy.
not at all.
It doesn't mean you're lazy, you know? And people try, "Oh, you big boned." No, I'm just big. I'm just big. Cuz I see my little wrist under here sometimes, honey. I'm just a big girl, and I don't mind being that. I really don't.
No, not at all. I don't mind
Mm-mm.
being that because mine has its perks. Like I'm the fat friendly fan. Like you know how you go out and y'all want to go hit buffets, and I love it because my group, my social circle is not like the instance of the friend that be like, oh, we're gonna go to the buffet. Nah, we're going to the buffet because we want to eat and we came to try it
Yeah.
out. And I'd be super pissed at myself because I'll go in there with the intent at buffets. I'm gonna go and I'm definitely gonna knock out like 3 to 6 plates. I be trying to go and put it all under for the
But
books.
can we tell the truth about being at buffets and restaurants and like how you go to shimmy into the booth, but the booth is sitting on your stomach? Like, if I can't push the table back a little, like, especially if I'm with somebody skinny, I'm gonna let them know. Look, I'm gonna push this table towards you. I need some room right here.
Got to be able to breathe. Got to breathe. And in my newfound love of life, I love that I come with my own sitting chair now, right? So when I roll in, even if you're gonna put it in the booth, like y'all go ahead and slide in. I'm gonna get on the outskirts and I'm gonna be right here. Like, nah,
Hmm.
I'd be
Hmm.
up there trying to do 6 plates max, and the most I'm gonna do is maybe 3.5. Done. Especially if it's a Chinese restaurant, because they'd be mad. There's a Chinese restaurant like a couple blocks away from where I stay. And once a
Yes.
month, my friends will be like, hey, let's go to the China buffet place. We go grub out. And you better be able to eat this time because I'm paying for everybody. And I'm like, yeah, I got you 6 plates in. I'm a
Oh,
ride.
yeah. You take me to a
I'm
buffet,
done.
honey,
Really, after that
Imma
first
eat.
plate, I'm already done after the first plate. My
For
momentum
real.
has
But
died.
Imma keep eating. I'm not even gonna hold you.
My
After plate
momentum has
1, I'm
died.
pretty full.
I'm
Yeah.
full. I done got to the point now. I don't even try to put the fried rice, the noodles on my plate the first go round. Now I just go straight for the orange chicken, the
Oh,
sesame seed chicken, and whatever that little red chicken on the stick be. That's a fan favorite.
cat. I didn't say that. Who said that?
You know what I'm saying? Little yum yum. Ain't no wrong with little meow here and there.
Little meow meow.
You feel me? Come
But
on,
look,
people.
you practically just called out my freezer because that's my whole entire freezer right now, okay?
See,
We
I
got
can
the
get
orange
down with
chicken,
that.
teriyaki chicken, like that's
And them hot wings you got sitting on the stove.
and the
Yeah,
hot wings I got sitting on reserve. They waiting on me. They calling
exactly.
me.
Exactly. I
See, you
love
making
ain't
me
nothing wrong
hungry
with
now.
that.
I'm talking about it. I
I
might
ain't
get up
did
and go
nothing.
get them.
Hey, if you want to, by all means, love, you can go grab.
Look,
We here for you to be comfortable and be happy. We are not here to judge. Cause you know,
that's
if I get bored,
no. I'm not
I'm
about
gonna
to
be
sit here and
real.
smack
I
on my
got these.
chicken.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, folks. I got these. I've been into these new Doritos late night loaded tacos.
Oh, how
Like
are those? How are
it,
those? I've
to
seen those.
me, it actually tastes like a supreme like taco. Like if you get
It,
one of those deluxe tacos, it definitely gives me those vibes.
see, anybody that knows me knows that I am stuck on quesadillas. I could eat a quesadilla every day. Like, and I'm not talking about any old quesadilla. I'm talking about Taco Bell quesadilla. Like, especially when my son goes on his little vacations at his grandparents' house. That's what I'm feeding myself every day. I'm getting me a quesadilla. I
And my
and a
big
soft
backness
taco, a soft
My
supreme.
big backness ain't complete without, you know what I'm saying. I went and got the mild queso salsa also by the Taco Bell brand. Like I went and
Yeah.
got the queso because I was craving chips and dips. I'm like, hey, it's my return to podcast. You know, when I'm podcasting, I don't try to eat heavy because I don't want to be on here slouching. Which I don't give a damn if y'all see me slouch. Y'all gonna see me do whatever because I'm unapologetically me. That's how it's gonna be.
And be
But
you, okay?
you know what
Because
I'm
that's
saying?
what
So I
Imma
was just
be.
like, I'm big back in. And as soon as this live is over, I got some ice cream waiting on me. Like, yes. See, you'll
What's your
have
favorite
fun
kind of
with me.
ice cream? What kinda ice cream you be eating on?
I've been really hooked on the Ben and Jerry's brand lately. So anything by the
What
little
Ben& and
pint size.
Jerry's? Which one?
Oh boy,
It
you gonna make
all
me
of
break
them?
it.
You like
You
all the
go.
Ben& and Jerry's?
I ain't gonna
I
say
I
all
like
of them.
Moose Tracks. Imma give you mine. I like Moose Tracks.
Okay, Moose Tracks is cool, but ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, she got
that
me
that's
doing this on the live, so I got here, and
look at
this
you.
is this is a non-paid sponsorship,
Where
but
did
the
you
Ben
pull
and
that from?
Jerry, everything but the kitchen sink has been my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Because it got the peanut butter, you got peanut butter cups in here, you got fudge covered toffee pieces, white chocolate chunks, and
Everything but the kitchen
fudge covered
sink.
almonds.
Ain't
Exactly,
that a
and my
bagel?
is it or is it not? It could be. But
I don't
this is
know.
what my big back reward is for accomplishing the podcast. So it's gonna be waiting for me when the show is over.
I can't believe you done pulled it out of nowhere though. You done pulled that out the clear blue sky. You said this where'd it come from? Is it even frozen?
Mind your business. Yes, it's still frozen because it was wrapped up in this thick paper towel. So I just unwrapped it.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm just checking. I'm just checking, you know?
See, that's what I'm saying. So to all my big backs out there, don't worry about it. DJ Steady feels your pain.
Oh, trust me. I'll be big backing it. I need to slow down. Uh-uh.
So what else is on our agenda, folks? Is I know we appreciate y'all riding with us. You know what I'm saying? If you in the comments, drop some stuff. Speak your mind. Feel free. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Don't forget
By the
about the
end of
comments,
this
Betty. Let's entertain the comments.
You feel me? Feel free if you want to drop a topic you want us to discuss on. Feel free to drop a DM or Gmail me or email me at steadycompanylive@gmail.com. See, I was trying to give it to y'all doing a little disclaimer, a little stunt at the beginning, and then I got a little tongue tied, and because I was distracted by all this beauty, I ain't gonna lie to you, is what it was. So
So
I
wait,
couldn't.
I have a question, Steady.
Okay, what's up?
I
Talk to
got a
me.
question for the comments. I'm gonna tell y'all a story, but I want y'all to tell me if y'all because I recently found out how to spell the word quesadilla, but let me tell you what the issue was. So I went out, I went on a date, He was like, "What you want to eat?" And I'm like, "Well, I like Mexican food. I like this. I like that." He's like, "Okay, cool. We're gonna go to this restaurant." I still can't tell you what the name of the restaurant was because all I saw was the big word tequila out front of it. So I'm like, "Okay, we going to tequilas," but that wasn't the name of the restaurant. So we get in there, and I'm looking at the menu. I'm flipping through it, and I'm like, "I do not see quesadillas. What is going on?" So I asked the lady, I'm like, "Do y'all serve quesadillas?" And I asked him, like, "You seen quesadillas on the menu?" He like, "Yeah." So I asked her. She walked away. She was like, "Yes." She didn't point it out or nothing. She was just like, "Yes," and walked away. So he goes, "Turn back 2 pages." I turned back 2 pages. I look down, and I'm like, "I still don't see quesadilla. What?" And he's like, "It's right there." And I'm like, "Quesadillas?"
Ah!
And I'm like, "Is that how you spell quesadilla? That spells quesadillas. What do you?" This man just grabs my hand and he just holds it. He don't even say nothing. He just hold my hand like he praying for me. And I'm like, I never knew it was spelled like that. Like, honestly. So do you think he gonna take me out again? Or
He
that was
better. He
just
better
that was
because
just
you gotta have a sense of humor to know that the objects ain't what it is. Like, I just want to point out the fact that live and live is both spelled the same way. so,
okay.
so they got to give you some slack for that because, and then before y'all try to get on her and be like, you didn't know that. I just want to remember Tyler Perry
No, I
did
didn't
a
know that, and I ain't got a
Tyler
problem
Perry
telling
used that
anybody.
skit. It's in Tyler Perry, I think the class reunion where they was at the little lunch spot, and Medea was like, "I
Yeah.
wanted quesadillas," but the way
Uh-huh.
she pronounced it, the way it was spelled on
She
paper,
pronounced it the same way.
she
Okay,
said
what?
quesadillas, and the guy who was playing the waiter was like, "Ma'am, that's not quesadillas, that's quesadillas." And I'm like, "You lied. That ain't
I
what
kept
it
calling
said."
them quesadillas, like, and
You
I
was
was
talking
so
about
serious.
lasagna. You was talking about lasagna earlier, and didn't nobody know the G in lasagna was silent till Lil Wayne said it in 6 foot, 7 foot.
If he wouldn't have never made that rap, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know the G is silent, honey.
Now everybody want to pronounce bologna bologna. So yeah,
Oh
you ain't by
God.
yourself on this
Hey,
food
but I
correction,
grew up on bologna, fried bologna, and barbecue sauce. The thick bologna where you had to pull the red rim off. Like
right?
not the little, Oscar Mayer bologna. No, I'm talking about the big one
Ha
where you
ha.
had to No. What about brown swagger? What was it? Brown swagger? Swagger? You know what I'm talking about? It was kind of like the consistency of spam, but you had to cut it up.
Oh, so it's like more of a lunch meat type thing.
Yeah, it was most certainly a lunch meat. It was delicious though. But I wouldn't eat it now, but
Oh, you too good for it now.
oh, I'm too good for it now. Now I'm on my own and I ain't, no. I grew up on tuna casserole,
You know, little
broccoli
hamburger helper,
casseroles, a little yeah, beefaroni, like all this
sloppy joe.
no. Oh, now sloppy Joe slap. I would still eat sloppy Joe.
Oh,
Why
he's
are we
too
talking
good.
about food? Like you really
Because that's
trying
what
to
we do here. That's what we do here. Did you not get the memo? We
No,
was
you bring the
unfiltered,
BBW on the show
unapologetic.
to talk about food. You want me to sit here and talk about food.
Ma'am, did I not just put a whole thing of chips up and
You most certainly did. You pulled it
and
out of
the dip?
absolutely nowhere, honey. You pulled
Exactly.
yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, and then you make me bring out my ice cream live. Like I done put out all my big guy cards out. That's all I had. That's all I had. Ain't no more tricks up my sleeve, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't nothing else. Nah.
For some reason I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Look, that's between me and you and whatever goes on off camera.
Yeah, like me doing the 180. You could have left that off camera. You ain't have to tell these people I showed up looking homeless.
I did not, ma'am. I did not. Like, no.
You didn't. I said that, but I was looking
Exactly.
pretty rough. I
Gonna try to
was.
put that on me. Put that on
Yeah.
me, Ricky Bobby. Mm-mm. Steady didn't do none of that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. So right now we have a commercial break.
Oh. That's what I'm talking
Mhm.
about. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
I like when
We're
a
gonna run this
co-pilot say the words. It's time for a commercial break. Y'all heard the co-pilot.
commercial break.
We're gonna pay some bills and we'll be back when we feel like it's
Yeah,
time to come back to the
exactly. We're
microphone.
gonna pay some bills.
Let's go.
It's DJ Steady. Are you ready? Of who they want. Reloaded. And I'm here to tell you to go get your event hosted by Eventfully Yours by Sean. It's your vision, your style, your event. For more info, bookings, or any inquiries, then email her at Sean at eventfullyyoursean.com. That's email her at Sean at eventfullyyoursean.com. Tell them who they want sent you.
Have you ever wanted to start your own tax firm? Well, consider this your sign. Here at Your Tax Business Genie, we have specially crafted 3 premier partnership packages for every tax professional. So whether you are just starting out or have years of experience, we have the plan for you. Not only will you have access to our knowledgeable tax academy, but also will receive free tax software for this upcoming tax season. Our goal is to help you manifest and harness the 6-figure income you are wanting to generate in just 4 months. With unlimited electronic filing, your earnings are limitless. Let us help you. Your wish is our command.
But
And we're back.
hello,
We're back.
we are back.
We
I hope
moved
you
out
guys
of our
enjoyed
big
the
bag
commercial
section.
break.
I hope y'all
Yeah,
did
we.
because we done talking about big bag stuff now. Because I felt like somebody was judging me. I don't know who in the audience. I felt mighty fat shamed.
Ah!
I felt fat
Oh,
shamed, very much fat shamed. No,
oh my goodness!
I'm
No fat
just
shaming. We
teasing.
don't fat shame on this show. No.
Exactly. It's all love here. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so Susan, while you up there talking about, honey, look at this. You'll never believe this. Yeah, I know it was you, Susan. Don't feel bad.
Come on, Susan, don't do that. I was over here smashing watermelons like whole pieces. So
Hey, it is watermelon
don't
season.
feel ashamed.
Not at all.
It
And
is. It is.
so Glam, you know what I'm saying? We almost it's almost time for us to get ready to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So what can they
Yes.
expect? What can they expect from this dynamic duo? What's to come? What are we bringing to the table for the good folks that's out there?
So, look, tonight was just an introduction. We're just warming up. We just kind of wanted to, introduce the rebranding. But we plan on having unfiltered, unapologetic conversation. We are going to be completely transparent, very real. If you want advice on something, you can always drop it in the chat. We'll give advice to the best of our abilities, but it's not professional advice. It's just life experience advice. Um, if anybody wants to know anything about me, you could put it in the chat. I'll answer the questions. We just really want to be authentic and just bring the realness. So whatever it is, like we could come to you guys with a outline for the show, or we can have an agenda, but we could get off track, because we do plan on being, doing improv. So any and everything goes on this show. We'll talk about it. If you want to be about it, we'll talk about it.
Wow. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I love that energy, folks. And that's what I'm all about bringing now. I took some time during my hiatus, did some soul searching, did some mental clarity. Like I look back, as I mentioned before, like I said, I'm going on 5 years. So I had to look back at where I started from as a whole. Like, what was I doing? And, when it was under Who They Want podcast, there was all this, guest interviews. There was just moments where we just get in and we talk about some of the realest things, you know what I'm saying? in my Soldier Boy podcast voice, I want to say I was the first podcast that had inmates calling in to a podcast show to talk about life
Oh,
behind bars. We had a segment called Inside Voices where we would talk to inmates that was actually behind the prison system. So
we
yeah, I was
might
the
have to
first
bring that back.
podcaster to do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'll definitely
Yeah.
talk to my peoples and see can we kickstart that back up. You know, and it's not about where you wait, how can I address this? It's not about where you've been, it's where you're going. You
Yeah,
know, the ups, the
absolutely.
downs. You know, not every episode is promised to be a good episode. So you like you said earlier, there might be a day you might want to tune in and be like, they ain't talking about nothing I want to hear. And that's okay. If it's not your preference, by all means, there's no love lost. You know, I'm trying to be able to
Oh.
create more content for you to be like, you know what?
Mhm.
Let me click that share button. Let me click that subscribe button because they really got some dope ass conversations going on. They got some stuff I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring a whole new list of guests, work with a whole different branch of people. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to my people at Loud Mob, you know, Chief YZ, you know what I'm saying? K Dub,
Yes.
Lyric Lyra for this dope ass, incredible intro that y'all hear at the beginning of the show. You know, I just wanted to
And if
pull
you're
that out
tuned
there.
in and you think that you wanna be a guest, just let us know. Just let us know.
Right. Screenings will be held on every midday service. Like we're gonna definitely do screenings and make sure that you can connect because
Yeah, Imma
if
ask you
not
some hard questions.
right, you definitely gotta be able to match our vibes because you know I am not a yes man no more, people. So don't just think because you be like, oh, I know steady, cool, I can get on the show. Nah, this ain't that type of party.
I ain't never been a yes person, so you be
I'm
hard pressed to
learning.
get a yes out of Glam, so don't
I'm
think yeah, no.
absolutely, you know, but as I said, like I plan to, you know, bring a whole different set of content catalogs. You know what I'm saying? It's not just gonna be just music based shows. It's gonna be that, you know, those unspoken conversations, you know, those things.
Mhm.
Whether you had a stressful day at work, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You dealing with a lot of pressures, whether it's relationship, marriages, or if you single and you just dealing with a lot, we're gonna try to make sure that we're gonna have something for every listening ear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether you got two legs, one leg, no legs, one arm, no like long as you can hear it, and if you can't hear it, we encourage that you to see it. If you can't see it, then you know what I'm saying. Just tune in, have the best way that you can. Like there's no discriminations here. We cater to all audiences.
All audience, it doesn't matter. Fat, skinny, tall, short, we don't discriminate.
We don't, you know what I'm saying? Just you gotta have a love for people, you know what I'm saying? You can keep your baby oil at home, so don't be tuning in, but you know what you do with baby
I
oil is
like
your
a little
business.
baby oil. I mean, don't get on the baby oil too hard. I'm just saying. It may or may not be a part of my skin routine. I like a
I'm
little baby oil.
I'm
Don't
just
don't
saying, you know,
don't do
these
baby
days
oil bad like
baby oil
that.
just almost cost somebody 25 to life in this situation. I'm
No
just
Diddy. We not even gonna open that discussion.
you yeah, uh-huh. Nope,
Cause
we
no, somebody got they call in to the White House. We not doing that. I'm just letting you know. I
but
like
if
a
you do
little
want to
baby
call
oil.
into the White House, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, we're just gonna bypass that part, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't got nothing to say on that part.
Yeah, skate past that. I ain't trying
You
to
know.
be censored before we
You know,
get
my new
started.
favorite line is from the Boondocks. My boy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna quote my boy Riley from the Boondocks. You know, I'm gonna end the show with saying some people see P coming and move, and some people see P coming and they stay right there. I mean, hey, if you like golden showers, that is your business by all means. Let the record
No
state
golden
we
showers,
here at
please,
Live with DJ
people.
Steady and Company does not judge that.
No golden showers. I'm judging. No golden shower. I'm sorry. No, we not doing that.
Okay, I'm just saying. You
But if
know.
that's your preference, I'm gonna let you be you. I'm gonna let you do your thing, but just don't bring that.
Just make sure you drink a lot of water first before you do it,
Yeah,
cause
drink
I'm just
some. Ooh,
cause
see,
don't
but it
nobody
wouldn't be
want it and it
golden.
smell
It wouldn't be golden.
it be tainted.
If they
Nah, it's
super hydrated, it's not gonna see. That's too much thought. Let's change this up. That's way too much thought. I'm not.
all right, all right. Y'all know what? It's time for me to get my one-legged ass up and hop on out of here. You know, cause I can't stand being on this live no longer. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let that sink in. Yeah, but we hope y'all enjoyed this grand return to a whole new perspective. You know what I'm saying? We might be back before the weekend. Who knows?
Yes, and give us a chance. If you didn't enjoy today's episode, that's okay. That's okay. Give us a chance. We just getting started. We're just rebranding. We're just filling the vibe out. So come back, give it another shot.
That's all we saying.
Tune in again. That's all we can ask.
That's all we can ask. Mm.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm gonna close out by saying, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. This is our show, ladies and gentlemen, and don't forget to go to TikTok and make sure you click that follow button under Glam the Dopest, because she's the dopest chick co-piloting with yours truly. Y'all be blessed. Love, peace, and chicken grease. We out. Good night.
Bye.